Yes, sir. Now, today, we gonna talk about artist, singer-songwriter by the name of David. Now, I know y'all heard about everything that's going on surrounding this situation, right? This guy, he really popped out the blue for real. I don't really know who Cuz was until this situation happened. He dropped the debut album around, what was that, 2022? Or no, 2025, this year. He dropped the debut album this year, right? Which foreshadowed the death of this 15-year-old girl, man. This 15-year-old girl that he was said to be dealing with. She was found in the trunk of his Tesla. She was found in the trunk of a Tesla that was registered in his name, in his real name. Right, reports say. Right, so without further ado, man, we gonna dive in on this situation, man, and we're gonna see what's going on, man. Because it's something very interesting off rip with his stage name. Right, because his real name is David. But if you notice the way that he has his stage name, he has the number 4 in place of the letter A with no I. So we have David, right, with the number 4, when it's very interesting that the number 4 in Chinese culture is pronounced the same way as the word death. So the number 4 is associated with death in Chinese culture. It's the same way that we look at the number 13. You know, we look at the number 13 in Western culture as an unlucky number as well. Even the number 13 breaks down to 4. 1 plus 3 equals 4. And what's also interesting, D, so really it's 444. I ain't even peeped that until just now. Really it's 4444 because D, the letter D, is the 4th letter of the alphabet, right? So we got 4, and then the letter V is the 22nd letter. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Right, so we got 4s across the whole board, right? We got death. It's death. His whole name is surrounding death. That's why he took the I off. That's why he took the I off of his stage name. Because the I don't got nothing to do with a 4. All the rest of those letters got something to do with a 4. D equals 4. Number 4, V equals 22. Really in the reduction cipher, that's 4 in the reduction cipher. But come on, man. Come on. Even David, if you break down David, it equals, if you include all the letters of the name David, isn't that a biblical name? We gonna get to that. Don't even worry about that. David equals 40. Dropping that 0 because zeros have no value. Even his name equates to 4, right? But come on, man. Let's dive in, man. Because, right, even his name surrounds death. So we see that his stage name surrounds death. Even this song, right, Romantic Homicide, he got a song called Romantic Homicide that he put out 3 years ago about this girl, Celeste Hernandez, this 15-year-old girl that ended up dying, that he ended up killing. The situation, but we just gonna take it as the facts that they give us, right? We're gonna take it at face value and we're gonna run the numbers on that. That's how we gonna do this, right? So death, right? This song that he dropped about this romantic homicide, it happens to be 2 minutes and 13 seconds long when the word death equals 213 in the Satanic cipher. But come on. Because, right, as he's blindfolded at 33 seconds in this video, right, the Masonic blindfold, he actually dropped this music video, right, 3 years ago, September 7th, which was Romantic Homicide, which was a part of Dark Room and Interscope Records. Now, he dropped this music video on September 7th, which was the day, that was Celeste's birthday. That was her birthday. He dropped this music video on her birthday. So yeah, this was a part of the plan all along. I don't know if they just running the whole little play, if this Celeste girl exists. I don't know the specifics. I don't know if this girl, you know, if she really died. I don't know what the situation is. All I ever know is the information that they give, and I just run the numbers. I don't know if these people are dying. I don't know what they doing with these people. I really don't. I'm just sitting in my computer room, and this is what I see. And we just connecting the dots. I mean, he put it in the song. He put it in the romantic homicide. And this is how these people do these things. They put it in front of you first, and then it happens. That's how lesser magic happens. That's how the subconscious mind works. You know, the group subconscious, when they watch things like this, the group subconscious, that's why they really want y'all to watch certain movies a lot, because they want y'all group's subconsciousness to manifest it as you watch it. When you watch it, that's why they want you to watch certain movies, so y'all subconscious minds can manifest the outcome. But here's something right here. Here's something that they don't really need your collective consciousness to do. This is just something that he could just choose to do. Put the music video out, kill the girl, and then y'all look back, and then all the clues were there all along. But come on. Right? Because once again, he dropped that music video on Celeste's birthday. That must have been her 12th birthday. Right? Because that was 3 years ago. So that had to be her 12th birthday that he dropped that on. Right? Because he dropped this song the day he released the song, right? Because they drop music videos and songs on different dates. So he dropped the song first. He dropped the song on a day leaving 164 days left. Now keep in mind, man, this was before Celeste died. Right? And the B-side is Here With Me. And this was released on a day with 164 days left. Now, if we take the letters in Celeste Hernandez, her name, and we take the letters, this is what it happens to equal up to. 164. Taking C, the third letter of the alphabet, E being the fifth letter, so on and so forth, man. Doing it just like you could do it on your own paper and come up with these same things, man. And this is what these things happen to equal up to. Right? This is also something that I can't sit up here and fabricate, right? Because I'm going off of the days that they telling us, right? And we don't have a death day. Keep in mind, we do not have a death day on record so far, right? Because apparently they saying that the body was already decomposed. They said she was already dead for weeks when they found her in the car. So the only date we can go off of is the date that she was found in the car, the date that they want us to know about this ritual. Right, because she was found September 8th in the car, which happened to be 164 days after David Burke's birthday. That's when Celeste's body was found in the trunk. 164 days left. Celeste Hernandez equals 164. When 3 years ago, he dropped the song on a day leaving 164 days called Romantic Homicide. Man, come on, man. Come on. But come on, man. Because this gets way deeper, man. This gets way deeper. Because, once again, if we go back to this song in question, Romantic Homicide, this song was released on the 201st day of the year. So this lets me know that this is a Jesuit ritual. The Jesuit order equals 201. This is the group, the Jesuits, aka the Jesuit order, the Society of Jesus, that operate out of the Roman Catholic Church, the Vatican City. Jesuit order, man, 201. Ignatius of Loyola, who is the founder of this religious order, Society of Jesus, right? Ignatius of Loyola equals 201. So this is how they plant. They use numbers. They use numbers to communicate, right? They leave their mark. They lie to you with words, but then the truth is in the numbers. They lie to you on the news, but then when you peel back those numbers, that's when you see what's really going on. 201, Jorge Mario Bergoglio, or Bergoglio, whatever his name is. Like a Goofy, so I'm gonna say his name Goofy. He lived in Suite 201, and this was the first Jesuit Pope, who just recently passed away in April. Right? But his full name equals 201. He happened to live in Suite number 201 in the Vatican. Right? So it's very interesting that this girl's body was found in David's trunk 201 days before his next birthday. The Jesuit order equals 201. The Holy Bible equals 201. Why am I bringing these things to you? Because, right, with her name being Celeste, Celeste originates from the Latin word celestis, meaning heavenly or celestial, aka a celestial being. Now the Latin root, once again, which means of the sky, heavenly or celestial, divine, divinity, purity, with this child that was killed, right? And her name happened to be Celeste. So why am I bringing up the Jesuit order, the Society of Jesus, and the Holy Bible? Why am I bringing this to, why? What does this have to do with anything? Because, man, if we looking at the Jesuits and we see that this is, the Jesuits had a mark, it's very interesting, man, that this girl's body was found in the trunk 1,146 days after this song Romantic Homicide was released on the 201st day of the year. Jesuit order, Jesus Christ equals 146 in the English language backwards.
It's delicate.
Right? So this is a spiritual attack, right? So not only is this a Jesuit ritual, it can also be looked at as mockery, right? And it could also be looked at as this girl was used as the Jesuit ritual, as the Jesuit sacrifice. Not saying she is Jesus Christ, but what her death signified, the numbers, the span of days. That's what these things signify. They kill people, they do these type of rituals on certain days to look at the cross. Look at the only very picture, one of the only pictures that you can pull up of her, and she's wearing a cross. Everything these people do, everything they show you is for a reason. You just have to peel it back. So yes, this is a Jesuit ritual that we're looking at. That's why her name happened to be Celeste, meaning heavenly or of the sky. And she was sacrificed, right? On this Jesuit numerology. 1,146 days after this song comes out, her body is found. She died one day, or excuse me, her body was found one day after her 15th birthday. So the span of her life was 15 years and 1 day, when Jesus Christ equals 151 in the ordinal cipher. So yes, this individual was used for this Jesuit ritual. And this is what these people do. They hide behind the name Jesus, right? But we about to see what it really boils down to. We about to see what it really boils down to, right? Because look at this, right? We got these Jesus Christ connections, right? Even the day that her body was found was on a day leaving 114 days left, just like scripture. Just like scripture, man. So yes, this is what they doing, man. This is exactly what they doing. And then racial slur equals 114. What are the two individuals involved? A black man, and it seems to be a Latina female. So you could say that's for both of them. The racial slur is for both of them. Going right by the scripture, man. They taking these things right out of scripture, man. These sacrifices, these rituals going right out the scripture, man. The scripture is the script, man. Right? Her body was found on the 251st day of the year, just like ritual sacrifice. Who was this ritual sacrifice to? Let's find out. Celeste's body was found 23 weeks and 3 days after David's birthday, when Celeste Rivas Hernandez equals 233. Now, what does that synchronize up with? Anton Sandor LaVey, who is the founder of the Church of Satan. So you see the parallels here? Do you see the parallels here? You see who they hide behind? You see they do these Jesuit rituals, so they sacrifice Jesus to Satan. If you really just get the gist of this ritual, is they sacrifice Jesus Christ. They sacrifice Jesus Christ to Satan. That's what they did. That's what they did it for. But it's symbolic. It's more like symbolic.
It's delicate.
Yeah, it's delicate. Right? Because even if we look at Withered, right? He dropped the studio album where this single, this debut single, Romantic Homicide, is a part of this debut studio album called Withered. Right? It's called Withered. Now, this body was found on the 137th day of this album being released, when Church of Satan equals 137. Remember, Anton Sandor LaVey, the founder of the Church of Satan, and this girl that was sacrificed has the same synchronicity to Anton Sandor LaVey. So they hide behind the name Jesus, but then sacrifice for Satan. You see what I'm saying? Hide behind the names, but then the truth is in the numbers. Right? But what I was finna say is very interesting, man. Withered is his studio album. Very first album. Signing to Dark Room. A part of Dark Room. And check this out, right? About Withered. Why don't he call it Withered? Right? Withered has a very interesting parallel between the day that this album came out and Celeste's birthday, right? Her birthday is September 7th. She was found on the 8th, but her birthday, what they saying, is September 7th, which is a direct reflection to the release of this album, Withered, which has this song on it called Romantic Homicide, where he's singing about letting it go. Double speaking. The whole song was double speaking, double entendre. Oh, it's breaking up. It's about letting go, letting go. Yeah, romantic homicide. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. But come on, man. Because if you look at the word withered, it means dry and decaying. And even if you look at the synonyms, the synonym, if you look at the synonyms, decomposed is one of the synonyms for withered. Just like the decomposed, so the withered body was found in Davis impounded Tesla. Withered. Just like they found the withered body. Yeah, the decomposed body. It withered. All the clues, but didn't nobody know who he was. So how I didn't know who he was. I didn't know who he was before this happened. But that's all we got for this video, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments, man. Appreciate y'all for all the love. Appreciate y'all for all the support. And I'm out.